Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Drunkn Gaming with me, Drunken Toddler. And today we have our very first episode of this segment I want to title Level Grinding. Basically, I'm going to be playing a few games like I mentioned in some of my last videos. I'm going to be getting on some Gears of War 4, maybe some Smite with a friend of mine, and even Ark Survival, and some 7 Days to Die with my cousins. And basically, level grinding is just going to be an episode that I do once a week where we take a look at each one of those individual games and hopefully some more in the near future. We're going to be exploring those games and doing exactly what the episode was called, level grinding. And today I've got some sniper gameplay for you guys because I recently got into the scout class. A little bit of a fan of it in Battlefield 4 and 3. Never really messed with it too much here in Battlefield 1. Quickly discovered that I wasn't very good at it. But with some practice, I've been able to get a little bit better, and I've even picked up some tips that might help some of you that are just getting into the scout class to advance a little bit quicker. Currently, I'm level 2 as of last night, just one round of operations. Got it up there pretty quick. Now I've come to discover that the scout class can be incredibly fun. It's really awesome when you get those hard to hit targets and you actually hit them and get that nice headshot at a long distance. It gives you a great sense of self-accomplishment. So to start off with a couple tips, basically with the sniper class, I like my personal gameplay. I like to hang out in the back a little bit. I know some people that want to use the Martini Henry rifle with the iron sights, make pushing on the objective a little bit harder. I personally find it to be a little bit fun just to hang in the back. Try not to camp too much, but in the scout class sometimes you tend to without even realizing it. But for the most part, after I got a kill or two and saw that there were no more targets in a general area, I tend to move around a bit, which is what you should do with the scout class. Every time you hit a target, you're going to want to get out of there, because as soon as you fire, more than likely whoever you shot and killed is going to know exactly where you are and they're going to be coming for you. So after you get a kill or two in that position, move around. After each shot, whether I hit or miss, I try to stop ADS and come out from that and move around just a little bit, just in case there's another scout class trying to get their crosshairs on my character. As you know, in Battlefield, whether it be 3, 4, or 1, if you don't move, you're going to die very quickly. So I tend to move around after every other shot or so. And playing with my friend Ghost of Anger, sometimes he'll play the support class because he's trying to level grind in that as well. And I'll have him throw me down demo packs and stuff like that. Especially if you're in a really good spot and you're laying down a lot of rounds, you're going to run out of ammo relatively quickly. And having a friend or a squad mate play the support class is a really big help. And the next little tip I want to give you guys is target selection. Basically, if you see a bunch of enemies, it's really easy to pick one of them out at random and just start shooting. But you really should try to establish a good order of in which order you're going to take out those targets. Usually I try to take care of the person that's in the lead of a small group, or someone that I know is going to be a relatively easy target. And before I even take the shot on him, I already have my second and sometimes third or even fourth shots in mind. Though it doesn't always play out like that, it's nice to kind of have that plan of attack. And after you're done selecting those targets, you really have to practice a lot of patience. It's really easy just to take a quick hip shot and try to get a round down range, and hopefully you hit the target. But usually what you would like to do is be able to make every round count. And if you have to lead a target, that's something that you're just going to have to learn with skill. There really isn't too many tricks to that. Leading the target is basically where you have your crosshairs in front of somebody when the target's moving. And unfortunately, there really isn't any tips or tricks to that. You kind of just have to play the game, play the the scout class, and hopefully get better in that mechanic. The next thing I want to talk about real quick is something that a lot of people already know about, but I'll just go over it really quickly, is the sweet spot mechanic. As you may or may not know, every rifle in the scout class is going to have what they call a sweet spot mechanic. In the screen when you're picking your loadout, there'll be a little graph, a little line graph, and it's going to show you where the maximum amount of damage is at what distance. In this montage, I've currently been learning with pretty much the first rifle that you get in the scout class. It's going to be the Smile. I was having pretty good luck with it. I've actually gotten pretty used to it. And its sweet spot matches my gameplay. I like to play a little bit further, and the sweet spot for the Smile is a little bit past what I would consider to be medium range. And really the only way to find out which sweet spot is going to be the best for your gameplay is just to play the scout class, keep level grinding, and unlock more and more rifles. My friend who was level grinding with me, Ghost of Anger, before he got onto the support class to level grind, he was doing that on the scout class, and he actually unlocked the Martini Henry. He was looking so forward to it. He unlocked it, and he absolutely hated it. He was using the Lawrence of Arabia rifle, which he preferred far more to the Martini Henry. But again, it's all about your style of gameplay and which sweet spot of which rifle is going to coordinate with your style of gameplay so that you have the best time playing the game. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. Just a couple really quick tips to help you along in the scout class. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go on ahead and leave a like if you liked what I've made. Please comment and subscribe. Any comments, we're considering some new games to be playing, or maybe some custom loadouts you guys might have suggestions for, or maybe even some game modes. We currently stick around with operations, but there's a lot of game modes we really don't venture into aside from War Pigeon. So if you guys have any suggestions that you would like us to try, go on ahead and leave a comment in the comment section. And a happy holidays to all of our viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much. I know we're new and we're just starting out, but we've already got 6 subscribers as of the upload of this video, and a little more than a dozen views in our last video. Hopefully that will continue to rise. But happy holidays to everyone out there. This is Drunken Toddler. We'll see you next time.